Alright guys, welcome back to another Opera Omnia video. Well, we're gonna throw some tickets at Fujin's FR banner. Now we do have two banners that got released with the event. We got the Fujin banner, of course, with her LD weapon and her FR weapon. We also got the return of Sid's LD weapon and Caius' LD weapon, with Rant being the BT. Then we also got the Caius Fujin banner. Now this banner features Caius' entire kit with BT, LD, so on and so forth. You still got the same LDs and Fujin's FR weapon. So this banner right here, if I don't manage to get Caius' BT in my global account, seeing as how I have not pulled it yet, and I still have like what, 2 banners left to see if I get lucky, if I can get in a free multi, then this banner would actually be a pretty good one for me in the future. But we're going to be pulling on this one because I actually already have Caius BT Plus on my JP account, so we're going to see what happens. There's no free multi because the winter campaign is coming up here very soon, so they decided to kind of like pause for a little bit on the free multi. So yeah, with that being said though, guys, if you guys do enjoy the video, consider liking the video and subscribing for future Opera Omnia content. Let me know how your pulls went if you do play JP and if you decided to pull on this banner. Now, speaking of pulling, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm not like too interested in Fujin's FR, not because of her ability or anything like that. The thing is though, like guys, like, you know, like some of us may have been a bit concerned about this, and some of us have kind of like already mentioned about this, and I might make a separate video talking about this because I kind of feel like it's a pretty good time to talk about it. So I'm only going to go in 100 tickets, or 105, let's go with that, only because these FR weapons, unless you're pulling dupes for these things, they are becoming extremely expensive, like very expensive, guys. Like, you know, if you guys don't know, like, you know, you need the high power stones to be able to max out these FR weapons, and so you need a total of 12. Well, each one of them costs about what, 20, 40? I know that it roughly costs like 240 regular power stones to be able to max that out. So that is about, yeah, that's about, I don't know what the math is, but yeah, it costs a hefty amount of regular power stones to be able to max out one FR weapon. And unless you're pulling dupes for the I tokened you the other day. Bruh. Oh well. So unless you have a huge amount of power stones, like trying to max out every single FR weapon is kind of a pain in the butt, you know. And for us JP players, like, we don't have foresight like Global does. So Global is able to prepare themselves for whichever FR weapon they want to max out. They still have roughly 5 to 6 months before the FR era starts in Global, so that way Global players can have time to prepare in saving up power stones, and then actually like knowing like, hey, I want this FR weapon and this FR weapon. If I plan out my power stones, then I should be good to go. When JP, that's not the case though. Like JP, it's kind of, you know, for players who like want to have every weapon like myself, for players who like want to be able to show off that weapon and, you know, talk about it, so on and so forth, it's kind of tough because like, it's like, again, it's a hefty amount of power stones, and like many of us don't have it. Like me right now, I am very short on power stones. I can show you guys right now the amount of power stones that I have at the moment, because like it's tough. Like I have 119 right now. You know, that's not even enough. That's halfway the amount to be able to max out an FR weapon right now. And the only other way to be able to actually max out an FR weapon is if you purchase the packs that include 12 of the high power stones, or the other one that has 4 of the high power stones if you are short on them. So it's not the best, in my opinion, it's not the best way to be able to max these power stones out. I'm kind of hoping that JP Square Enix notices this. I'm hoping that the Japanese players notice this and be like, hey, Yeah, these things are getting very expensive, and we request that they be lowered because like it really is a huge amount, and it's something that that should not require this many power stones. Like for any new player that's starting in the FR era, they're screwed because they're not gonna have 240 power stones. What are they gonna do? Sell every single thing that they pull on just to max out one FR weapon? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So it's just did I? No, I didn't. So yeah, it's kind of rough. It's hard enough, for some players to try to get some of the other resources, but to be able to get like this big amount of power stones, unless you're like a day one player for global players, then it's gonna be rather tough for many of those to max out FR weapons. But thankfully, though, global players, you guys have foresight, so at least you know like which ones you want to pull for, whether they are favorites or if they are, let's say Camel Nut, right? Because everybody's like so freaking like, not everybody has forgotten about every other FR weapon aside from Camel Nuts. Just because of like how stupid powerful his FR weapon is, which I mean, I completely understand. Like, he's still being used in Shinryu fights to this day, unless they have a resistance to ice, and he is overall a very good FR unit to have. So that's I can see many global players like probably holding off until his actual release once the FR era reaches over there. So kind of a little bit of a mini rant. I might make a separate video going into a little bit more detail. I might bring a friend of mine to see what their thoughts are and how they feel about it. But I kind of just wanted to like express my I guess like my concerns and my worries of how the game is going to hold out in the future, because like I said, like these things are expensive. And it's not like everybody has money to throw at the game. So, and many players are free to play. So I mean, like they really got to manage the resources. And for those who play JP, well, it's a little bit tougher because we don't know what's coming up, in the future. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And that's gonna be it for the video. We got a BT dupe, so I guess that's that's better than nothing, right? But yeah, take care, guys. And we'll catch you guys here in the next video.